Today we're diving into a deep and powerful concept that's been around for thousands of years. It's called planned suffering, and it's the cornerstone of Stoicism, one of the most influential schools of thought in ancient philosophy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone want to plan to suffer? But trust me, this is something that will change the way you look at life and help you become a stronger and more resilient person. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's dive into the world of Stoic philosophy and explore the concept of planned suffering. By the end of this video, you'll learn the secret you need to transform challenges into opportunities and approach life with a newfound sense of confidence and resilience. I'll also reveal the one most important lesson to always keep in mind when you try this for yourself, so don't miss it. Let's get right into the video. As I was scrolling through social media one day, I came across a quote. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. It resonated with me. It made me realize how much of my life I had spent avoiding discomfort and playing it safe. I started to reflect on missed opportunities and unrealized dreams, and it left me feeling unfulfilled and stagnant. But the quote also ignited a spark within me. It reminded me that my life was in my own hands, and that I had the power to expand it through my own courage. I felt inspired to step out of my comfort zone and start taking intentional risks, even if it meant facing discomfort and uncertainty. I was used to avoiding challenges and sticking to what was comfortable and familiar. But with the quote in mind, I started to seek out opportunities for growth and expansion. I tried new things, like taking up new hobbies and speaking up in meetings. I also made a point to face my fears head on, like speaking in public or asking for help when I needed it. It wasn't easy, and there were times when I wanted to retreat back to my comfort zone. But every time I pushed through a difficult situation, I felt a sense of accomplishment and growth. Over time, I noticed that my life was becoming richer and more fulfilling, and that I was gaining more confidence and resilience along the way. You'll see how this completely changed my life in just a bit. But planned suffering is a concept from Stoic philosophy that refers to the practice of deliberately exposing oneself to discomfort in order to build resilience and prepare for unplanned suffering. In other words, it's about using controlled, manageable suffering as a way to strengthen ourselves emotionally and mentally. According to Stoicism, suffering is not something to be avoided, but rather something to be embraced. By practicing planned suffering, we're preparing ourselves for the unplanned suffering that life inevitably throws our way. It's about building emotional and mental resilience so that when difficult situations arise, we're better equipped to handle them. Think of suffering as a workout for your emotional and mental muscles. Just like physical exercise, it can be uncomfortable and even painful. But just as physical exercise makes your body stronger, suffering can make you emotionally and mentally stronger. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable and that things don't always go as planned. They believe that by embracing suffering and viewing it as an opportunity for growth, we can develop the emotional and mental strength we need to handle whatever life throws our way. In my journey, I started small, intentionally seeking out uncomfortable situations, such as taking cold showers and fasting. As I became more comfortable with discomfort, I began to take on bigger challenges, like public speaking and learning new skills. Each challenge brought its own discomfort, but also a sense of accomplishment and growth. I embarked on a series of tests and challenges, intentionally seeking out discomfort and adversity in order to develop my character and resilience. These trials included physical challenges, like running a marathon and climbing a mountain, as well as mental challenges like learning Italian and learning the art of writing. I failed at some of these tests, but I also gained valuable lessons and insights along the way. The Stoics saw suffering as an inevitable and natural part of life, an opportunity for growth, self-improvement, and building emotional and mental strength. By exposing ourselves to small doses of discomfort on purpose, we're strengthening our emotional and mental roots, preparing ourselves for the inevitable unplanned suffering that life will throw our way. Planned suffering can also help us to develop self-discipline and willpower. By exposing ourselves to controlled, manageable suffering, we're also teaching ourselves to push through discomfort and to make decisions that are in line with our values and goals. This can go very wrong if you don't do this correctly. I'll reveal the most important rule to keep in mind in just a few moments. But as I continued on my journey of planned suffering, I encountered many people who played a vital role in my transformation. Some of them were friends, some of them were family members who had known me for years and were able to offer me unconditional support and encouragement. Others were mentors and coaches who provided me with valuable guidance and insight, helping me to push past my limits and develop new skills. But amidst all this support, I encountered a powerful force that threatened to derail my progress. And that was the temptation to return to my old ways of comfort and familiarity. While these temptations seemed harmless in the moment, I knew that they could quickly add up and prevent me from achieving my long-term goals. In these moments of temptation, I reminded myself of the ultimate goal of my journey and the sense of purpose and meaning that it brought to my life. Over time, the temptations became less powerful and less frequent as I grew stronger and more resilient in my pursuit of growth and self-improvement. Planned suffering has undoubtedly changed my life, and it can change yours too if you apply it correctly. It's important to remember that planned suffering should be done in a controlled and manageable way, and it's not recommended you put yourself in a dangerous situation. However, when done properly, planned suffering can be a powerful tool for personal growth and self-improvement. By using planned suffering, I know I had gained valuable skills and insights that would continue to serve me for the rest of my life. I know you can do this too. If you enjoy this video, then you're going to love the next one on negative mindset traps. You'll learn the top 3 principles that have the power to completely transform the way you think. These principles will help you shift your thoughts from being limiting and destructive to empowering and uplifting. You don't want to miss it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me on my quest to spread Stoicism teachings.